In life, we often strive to live honestly, work hard, and stay true to our values. However, just one moment of misguided thinking, a brief greedy thought, can change our entire life. Sometimes it is the smallest decisions that open the door to success or close every opportunity forever. What truly matters is not only our actions, but how we control our thoughts. If we cannot master our minds, even a good person can go in the wrong direction. Therefore, always stay aware of every thought that appears in your mind. Jake was a young man living in difficult circumstances, struggling every day to find work and make a living. His life repeated itself with small jobs, simple meals, and exhausted nights. Despite the hardship, Jake remained honest and determined to work hard. One day, after searching for work all day without success, he returned home feeling heavy and disappointed. At that very moment, an unexpected opportunity appeared when he met an old man who needed help, opening a turning point in his life. Jake met an old man who needed help carrying 3 heavy bags to the next village. Even though he was tired after a long day, he agreed to help and was promised gold as payment. When he lifted the first bag, Jake realized how heavy it was because it was filled with bronze coins, but he continued anyway. Along the way, he felt that the old man kept watching him as if he was suspicious. However, Jake reminded himself that he was an honest person and would never betray someone's trust. This determination helped him overcome the first challenges. As the journey continued, the challenges became harder. At the riverbank, the old man could not cross, so he asked Jake to carry another bag, this time filled with silver. Although slightly annoyed by the lack of trust, Jake still agreed and remained honest. After crossing the river, they reached a steep hill. The old man then asked Jake to carry the final bag, which contained gold. At this point, Jake felt tested, but he still chose to help. These situations tested not only his strength, but also his character and determination. While carrying all 3 bags alone, Jake began to be influenced by greedy thoughts. He wondered if he ran away with the wealth. No one could stop him. The thoughts grew stronger. He could become rich, live a comfortable life, and never struggle again. The idea that the old man was old and did not need the money made him hesitate even more. Step by step, these negative thoughts started to overpower his honesty, pushing him toward a life-changing mistake. In the end, Jake could not control himself and decided to run away with all 3 bags. He was breathless, his heart racing with dreams of a wealthy future. But when he reached home and opened the bags, he was shocked to find not gold or silver, but only worthless stones. His shock quickly turned into confusion and anger. At that moment, he found a note inside one of the bags. The message revealed a truth that shattered him. The old man was actually the king, searching for an honest person to become his heir. After reading the letter, Jake was filled with deep regret. He realized that he had lived his entire life honestly and never wanted to deceive anyone, yet one moment of uncontrolled thought made him lose everything. If he had stayed true for just a little longer, he could have become the king's successor. That brief moment of weakness took away the greatest opportunity of his life. Jake understood that sometimes it is not a whole lifetime of mistakes, but just one wrong decision that can change everything. Jake's story shows the immense power of thoughts in shaping our actions and future. At first, he was an honest person, but a single greedy thought gradually turned into a chain of negative thinking that led him to a wrong decision. A small thought, if not controlled, can grow into desire, then action, and finally irreversible consequences. This reminds us that the most dangerous enemy is not outside, but the negative thoughts within our own minds. Therefore, to live a better life, we must learn to control our thoughts from the very beginning. Every action in life begins with a thought. Thoughts lead to words. Words become actions. Actions repeated form habits, and habits shape our future. So if we want a better life, we must pay attention to every thought that appears in our minds. Positive and honest thoughts will guide us in the right direction, while negative thoughts can lead us astray. Like seeds, today's thoughts will grow into tomorrow's results, so we must plant good ones from the start. Finally, this story delivers a profound message about how we should live and think. Each of us holds the seeds of our future within our own minds. If we nurture positive, honest, and peaceful thoughts, life will gradually become better over time. On the other hand, allowing negative or greedy thoughts to exist can silently destroy valuable opportunities. Therefore, always learn to control your mind, stay patient on your journey, and be grateful for what you have. Success does not come from rushing, but from persistence and the right thinking every day.